A very good morning to all of you. We at INSIGNIA Linguistics Academy welcome you to IELTS coaching, and we have been doing this coaching for last 5 years. And my name is Rajiv, and I've been teaching languages for the past 32 years. Here are some basic preparation steps which you got to take before you start any program of IELTS, TOEFL, or any other English spoken course. Now, the first thing you got to know in international exam is the test format. The format gives you an idea as to how much you can time yourself and what should you actually prepare. And the second step naturally is know the how the test is marked. You should know whether you should write with high vocabulary, with a beautification of language, or what is given actually important. Is it grammar or anything else? Yes, the third point is surround yourself with English. Okay, when you go for an international exam, you have to definitely start preparing by surrounding yourself with English. Listen to TV, radio, podcasts. There are lots of opportunities in YouTube videos, TED Talks. You can listen to English songs. At least you should surround yourself 5 hours a day. That's my sincere advice. Let's move on to the next point. This is make a plan of action. Okay, set yourself some kind of timetable. Okay, assess yourself first and decide how many hours you're going to need to prepare every day for the next 50 days. Okay, any exam you can prepare for 50 days, that would do. How much of need do you have for listening, speaking, writing and reading? So accordingly you plan a timetable. Okay, you can definitely join a preparation course like this where you can get tips and tricks of how to crack the exam. Always choose an expert to help you. This course may be offline or online. Okay, do all the tasks given to you in the course then and there. Do not postpone. Okay, and plan yourself. My sincere advice will be practice, practice, practice. Okay, practice with type of questions, practice with timing, and practice with question papers. Now, naturally, we all want to perfect our IELTS skills. Okay, then we must practice at least 50 question papers. Don't worry too much about your grades at the preparation stage, else you would pressurize yourself and lose your time control. So always stick to the time when you're attempting the question papers. That is my sincere advice. Okay, now how do you check your project? This is where your marks count. So be sure that you score at least 90% in each question you attempt, and you should attempt within the time limit. I told you that before. The ninth point is after you are ready by the 40th day or 42nd day of your preparation, you will know when you are ready. Then you can register for your test. Okay, usually for IELTS you have to register at least a month in advance. Okay, that will give you a lot of time. So once you get regularly above your expectation, then you can register. Don't postpone, because the sooner the better you crack the exam. Now, why is IELTS preparation so difficult? We hear a lot of people saying, oh, it's extremely difficult. There are lots of discouragers for this. Quite simply because there is no information, then only you will find it difficult. But nowadays with the internet and all these YouTube people, we have lot of information, and students do know which sources they can trust these days. Okay, IELTS takes months, sometimes years of hard work and thousands of rupees in tuitions and test fees. So there is a lot of pressure to get it right the first time. Okay, instead of all that, here is a wonderful course. It just takes around 100 hours of self-study with us. You can definitely crack IELTS. Okay, I can even say I can guarantee an 8 score. Okay, which is pretty good for an average Indian student. Okay, now here is three main steps. Okay, there are three main things you need to improve. Okay, the first thing is general level of English. This is a slow process. Okay, I will guide you through this process, and then you have to have a medium speed when it comes to test skills, because you have around 50 days in your hand, as I told you before. Then you should also know how the test is marked. This can be done really fast. Now let's see how to improve your general level of English. IELTS is essentially an English language test. Therefore, higher your level of English, the better your score should be. Simply study IELTS tests and doing practice test alone will not be enough if your level of English is not high enough. So as indicated, this is probably the slowest part of your preparation. Most English school recommend at least 6 months of improving students level of English, so thereby you can improve 0.5 or 0.1. But I will show you how you can improve your general level of English at home throughout this course. Okay, so definitely 10 into 10, 100 hours is more than enough to improve your general English. Okay, if you are surrounding yourself with English all the time. Okay, so here are some tips for perfecting your test skills. Now basically IELTS is consisting of 4 parts. I have made a separate video explaining these 4 parts, okay, which we will see in a separate module. Okay, basically it consists of writing, speaking, reading and listening. Each of these parts have different possible questions, and each of them have a special skill that you need to acquire. For example, academic students, okay, can expect to see one of the 7 different types of question in task 1, that is writing. Each of these different types require different skills, and we will be covering all the skills during this course. Okay, this is a very elaborate course and you can easily get it. Okay, now the listening and reading tests have over 10 different types of questions each, and again all of these questions require different strategy and a set of skills. Okay, the majority of your IELTS preparation should be spent learning these skills, and when these are combined with a higher level of English, it could definitely result in a high score. Okay, as I say, most of my students have already scored 8 and 8 above. Okay, learning these skills does not take as much time as learning the language itself. Okay, but does take a significant amount of time. That's why I said medium pace. Okay, most of the schools recommend spending 2 to 3 months learning these skills, but I will address how to improve these at home. Okay, as my course progresses. Okay, then the third step is know how the test is marked. Now this is a very quick step. Okay, the fastest and the most effective way to improve your score is to know exactly what the examiners want and give it to them. Okay, most of my teachings are based on this principle. However, you can't simply learn this, okay, and get a high score. This should be combined with improving your level of English and test skills. Okay, so we are going to share with you the official marking criteria, okay, to help us understand what the examiner wants. Okay, so that is the end of this session. Okay, I will definitely move ahead. Okay, you can open the next video presentation, wherein you will have 10 great steps to attempt an IELTS paper. Okay, so meet you at the other video. Okay, that's it from me at this session.